Good sunny day everybody and welcome at E36 vlog 57. What new parts do I have laying around? The inox line KW V2. Always replace these adjusting things. They're a little bit damaged because of the tool and they're old, so I'm going to replace it. The dust caps still look fresh, but they're old, so I'm going to replace them with new original KW dampers. Then you're going to need not this one. OEM, you have these rings, but you don't need them now. You only need these thick rings. You can see it over here. So they're between the new top layer from Meile. I choose this one because I want everything from Meile HD, and this is from aluminium, so it doesn't rust. There's all, like you can see, Dinitro on it, and I believe they welded one of these, so I'm going to replace them. Then for the screws, new bolts, and then on top, I didn't know that you need this ring, and then you need this one. There's also glue in it. I read at the manual that KW supplied them with own bolts. So I don't know, I'm going to use the OEM ones, or else I'm going to use the old ones. And then on top of the top mounts, the reinforcement plates, part number over here. And if you don't use a strut bar, you can put them here, so you cannot see the bolts anymore. So that's for the suspension part. Then we go over to the trailing arms. I choose from Meile HD. They also supplied this part and some new hardware. The good thing about Meile HD is that you can replace these parts, you can twist them out here, so you don't have to exchange your whole trailing arms when this is broken. Okay, next, Mr. Kingpin. I've got this one second hand. Actually it's new, but it was on the shelf for about 10 years. This is the left side, and the right side the bolt is broken, so I'm going to need a new one on the right side. Also I'm going to need new dust plates and a complete unit with the wheel bearing in it, and the thing where your wheel is going to be on. So I have to order some new parts for this, but this is for later. Then we go over to the new sway bar. OEM, this is 23.5 I believe, and this is 26 millimeters. So when you got OEM, so from the fabric, MTEC lowering springs on it, or dampers, or both, they supplied it with this one. It's a lot thicker. If you buy this one, you don't have the problem with adjusting it. It is just this one place, so that's why I choose this one. Also you're going to need new rubbers, 26 millimeters, of course, also from Meile HD. Left side and the right side is the same. Then the brackets, I'll show you the part number. This is the same as the 23 millimeters as well as the 26 ones, but I bought new ones, also new bolts. I have them in there somewhere. So what I also bought is stabilizer bars, also Meile HD. The thing is, what they said, if they got bushes in it, you have to tighten it up under pressure. If it doesn't, do it without pressuring it, so without the wheels on the ground. But that's a thing for later. Put it back in the box. So that is that. Then I got 4 new ABS sensors, 2 at the rear and 2 at the front. believe everybody knows how it looks like, but it's this. I also got new screws in this for the mounting. Okay, then wait. The handbrake shoes. The thing is, I see a lot of guys swapping these 330i E46 brakes on the front, and on the rear they used E46 325 brake claws at the rear. But you can also use the 328i brake claws. That's a lot easier. What I did is I got the 330i E46 front brakes and rear brakes, but this will not fit and I have to weld it. So if you don't want to do that and you want your dust plate to be fitted, used at the rear, the E46 325i or the E36 328i rear brakes. So I like this setting more because the disc brakes are a lot bigger. Then a lot of new hardware. This is in front of the M bumper. I might going to use a big aluminium iron plate at the middle, but I'm going to see that later. What else do we got? This is for the jack points, very important. This is, I believe, for these brackets, and I've got a lot of other bolts to mount the front. This is for the ABS sensors. The thing is, I'm going to need to put, how you say that, the bolts are broken off, so I have to put new bolts in it to mount the left side. So that's going to be a thing. I never done that before. What do we have more special stuff? No. Yes, this is to mount the bumper at the sides. I bought new ones because they were all paint on it and I want it fresh. So for now, this is what I have laying around. Before I'm going to start at the fun part, which is mounting these new Meile HD and OEM parts on the E36. I'm still working at the bottom of the E36. I already did some light rust repair, but I'm still working at the rust prevention on the bottom and on the wheel arches. If you want to know which products I use, look at my previous vlog and you can see it over there. Also, I want to paint the engine bay. It's not really inside, but I want to get the rust off. The headlights and stuff aren't in there. The engine still is, but I can reach almost every part now, so I want to do it before I'm going to mount everything. Also, there are some old screw holes in it, and I want to heat them up, put some thinner in it or some fiberglass and get that nice. Also, the mud caps of the E36 has to get customized. They have to get wider because of the wide body kit. So I bought 2 new sets and I'm going to make 1 set out of it. To do that good in detail, the holes doesn't fit OEM. I have to exchange it a little bit because of the pre-fitting of BMW. It's going to be quite some work. So that's for the E36. The E46 has to go to his yearly check pretty soon. I have the E46 for about 6 years and I had a lot of fault code, which I already cleared. For now I have the P0135, so that's about my O2 sensors. I'm going to make a special vlog about your cats and your O2 sensors and how to replace them and the working of the O2 sensors. I have to exchange them before the yearly check because of the emission, so the smoke that's getting out of your exhaust. So I'm going to do that first. I already ordered them, also ordered every fluid. What I saw is that the cooling water, there are 3 or 4 types, and it's quite important to know which one to use, also with your oils and stuff. So I'm going to talk about that later. If you work very often at your car, the advantage is that if you have your yearly check, 9 out of the 10 times you don't have to exchange any part to make it. So for now I'm going to exchange 1 more part and then go to the yearly check. So that was it for this vlog, guys. If you liked the video, please thumbs up And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to get updates to see the mounting of the new parts on the E36 and if the E46 will make it to a yearly check. Talk to you guys later.